Hey guys, it's Kim here, and welcome back to the top 5 games of 2015. Today, I'm joined by the second part of Hat Films.
Second?
The meat.
Sorry, what?
To the sandwich.
I want to be number 1, Kim.
Well, I just mean that you're more kind of like, you know, the spam to the bread that is Smithy
What?
and Ross.
Spam? Out of all the fillings you could have chosen for sandwiches, you chose spam.
What would you like to be?
I don't know, some nice chicken.
Okay, you are the chicken to Smithy and Ross's bread. How about that?
All right, yeah.
Okay, it's Chris Trott.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
So yeah, we're going to talk games. You know the format. You did this with me last year.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Okay, so in at number 5, what is your number 5 game of 2015?
Well, this is different.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to expect this.
Okay.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Ah, okay.
See, I thought it was an awesome game.
Yeah.
Like, just the idea of it using VR. I'm a really big fan of VR right now. Bit of a VR fanboy, you could say. So Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is like a really good test to give people to say, like, this is how cool VR could be and a really cool way of using it. Because you have these guys with the manual flicking through, going nuts, trying to explain to the guy, the only person that can see the bomb, what the hell's going on. And the fact that you're in VR just makes it all the more immersive because you know it's going to explode.
I felt really sorry for you that you had Ross and Smithy being your experts, because they really didn't want you to solve that.
Not at all,
like,
no.
No, that I felt a little bit of like a Guantanamo Bay vibe, if I'm honest, like, you know, when you're just locked in there.
But despite all of that, Ross still did worse.
Really? I didn't see his one. I saw Smithy's one.
Smith was fine. He was okay. He got it. Ross doesn't learn stuff. It just doesn't. It just goes in one ear and out the other.
Aww.
But either way, that's what makes it fun. Is like having these groups of people.
Yeah.
I'd do it with my mum, I reckon.
I beg your pardon?
I'd do it with my mum.
Oh, sure. Okay, sure.
I'd put her in a room with a bomb, Kim. And
That's
tell her,
not a
like,
very nice Christmas present.
Not at all.
Hey, Mum, I got your bomb for Christmas, and I'm going to help you defuse it.
I put her in a virtual reality thing.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift.
Well, I played it without the Oculus Rift, and
Did you?
I think it's still as good. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
it's a
not
cool, fun game.
as good because you don't get the tactile feeling of a bomb blowing up in your face. But, like, I think it still stands up. Like, you know, you can still have as much fun. Especially because we did it with the water forfeit, where if the bomb went off, we covered each other with water.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're waterboarding each other.
We got soaked, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. It was traumatic.
Well, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, I think the game does stand up on its own. I can see it standing up. It's just a really cool party game, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay.
that's number 5.
So that's number 5. So what's in at number 4?
Oh, shit. Kim, I gotta think this through.
You prepared this last time.
Yeah, I do. Oh, wait. I'm just trying to get my notes.
Yeah, okay.
Metal Gear Solid 5
Metal Gear Solid 5.
is my 4th because it's just a really well-made game. I'm a huge fan of Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 1 resonates. I've got so much nostalgia for that game. I remember my friend taped himself on VHS doing a whole playthrough.
What?
This was before Let's Plays on YouTube. He just played the whole game and recorded it on long play VHS.
Pioneer.
And he just gave it around to all his schoolmates. It's like, yeah, mate, check this out. This is like a perfect playthrough.
Did anyone
Metal Gear
watch
Solid
it?
1. Yeah, I did. You had to fast forward a lot. I mean, I've seen this game tons of times already at this point, and he just gives me this thing. But yeah, anyway, Metal Gear Solid, it goes back to my childhood, and having Metal Gear Solid 5 as the swan song for Hideo Kojima, it's an amazing game, really amazing. There's so much in it, and I love the gameplay format, the strategy. The open world really works well. I was worried about it because Metal Gear Solid has somewhat been linear before.
Yeah.
But I think they did a really good job with the whole open world thing, approaching outposts, kind of like Far Cry, where you want to clear the whole outpost and then move on to the next place, stealthing around, choking people. It has all the good stuff. The story, this is where it's number 4, I'd say, because I haven't actually completed it and I haven't actually wanted to go back to it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but I feel like you see your percentage every time you log in.
Yeah.
And I think, there's so much more to go. There's no way I'm going to do this. It's such a huge, like, task to undertake. And thinking about going back to it's like, I've got to relearn everything because I've been playing all these other games. It just seems like a huge task and less fun thinking about it.
But does the story hold together? Because I kind of had maybe a mini rant about this in one of my previous top 5s, in that I feel like the person who doesn't get it, like who just doesn't... I've tried Metal Gear Solid many, many times. I've tried all of them.
Oh, you're not a Metal Gear Solid fan?
I don't get it. I
Okay.
feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing something important here that would make everything make sense. But I feel like I'm just looking at everyone just going, are you all crazy? Are you all speaking what is going on here? Like, I don't get it.
I think, Kim, you've got a severe case of thinking too hard about it. We skim the surface of Metal Gear Solid and think, oh, cool, helicopters, guns.
Yeah.
Like, infiltration.
That bit where
stealth.
the guy was like cartwheeling naked down a corridor.
I mean,
in, like,
I had to
number
screenshot
3.
and tape that on VHS just to, for my own personal collection. But that really sold the game for me, Kim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's just wacky. Hideo Kojima has like these really cool, intense cutscenes.
I think that's the thing. It's like everyone lauds Hideo Kojima as this legendary storyteller
He's
and
mental.
all that. And
He's
then it's just
absolutely
like,
mental.
yeah, I look at the story and I'm like, really? Like, no.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's like he wants to get every single genre in his game. And he has these crazy outbursts. And I can only imagine the developers, like, under Hideo Kojima are like, really? You want me having Raiden cartwheeling naked?
Yeah.
I was like, fine, I'll code that, but holy shit. We're going to have VR missions where you get to zoom in and pan and just look at the women of the game?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what is this?
Like, I
mean, I still did it because I was a kid, Kim.
You gotta get your kicks somewhere.
Yeah, that was the best bit of the VR missions.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was so annoyed. I've got a story for you, Kim.
Okay.
It's really quick.
Okay.
I really love Metal Gear Solid. All my friends had it, and I wanted it.
Yeah.
So I was like, Dad, please get me Metal Gear Solid. It was my birthday. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, it was a Square present. I was unwrapping it. It was the fucking VR mission, Kim. It's the fucking VR mission. And you have to have the original game to play it.
Yeah.
So you have to load the original game and put the new one in. I was like, fuck.
Dad!
So annoyed. But the VR missions are cool as well.
Yeah.
They had like these little... Anyway, this is beside the point, sorry. I'm going off tangent, but you can clearly see that I've had a lot of Metal Gear Solid history. I can understand all the flack it gets because it's very misogynistic at times.
Yeah.
Seemingly. I guess there's cultural things.
I think that's my problem with it as well, is like the whole character of Quiet really kind of... I can't get around that.
Like her energy.
I know, but I really...
She's photosynthesized.
That really put a bad taste
Just
in
an
my
excuse for
mouth,
Hideo to have like
pretty much
tape nips, essentially.
Well, he literally kind of tweeted earlier on when he announced like her character was like, I can't wait to see people cosplaying as her, and I was just like, oh, Kojima, like I thought you were better than this.
You're a bit of a perv, mate.
Like, yeah, exactly.
And the fact that it went through all the pipeline of development to like, yep, it's still fine to have tape nips, essentially.
Yeah.
It's totally cool.
And just the part as well where he was like, oh, you guys who are giving me crap for this, like the initial, you're going to feel really bad about yourselves when you find out why she's naked. And then you find out why she's naked. And I was like, no, I really don't feel bad about this
at all. It's just a conscious choice. Like, she doesn't need to be there.
No.
Or even if she was, she didn't need to be that.
Well, that was my surprise as well. It's like, I was kind of like, I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 5 and I didn't because I kind of really felt uncomfortable with that. And then I talked to Duncan about it and he says like, I don't even have her as a character. Like,
yeah,
she's not even in my game. And I was like, what?
Yeah, but you still have to... There's still a main storyline where you have to talk and interact with Quiet.
Right.
So you can, after you've got her, essentially, you can choose to have her as a companion or not.
Yeah.
But there's still a moment where it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
I'd say. So yeah, fair enough. I understand both sides, but Metal Gear Solid 1 didn't have a Quiet character, so it's fine. It's totally cool.
Yeah. Oh,
we
well.
had Psycho Mantis, which is just this crazy lunatic where you had to put the controller in port 2.
I did like that. I think that is really quite clever.
Yeah,
to do that.
It has clever moments. So I think that's why I like it.
Yeah. So you just got to sift through all the crazy to get to the kind of genius moments.
And by this point, 10 years later, it's all right, Hideo. You're going a bit senile. It's fine. I still like your game. Well done. So,
well done. But,
number 4, well done.
Number 4. Okay, so that's in at number 4. So even though you've got all this kind of childhood love for it, it's not in your top 3. So what's in at number 3?
And number 3 is The Witcher 3. I like everything about The Witcher. The fact that it's this little indie company making an amazing open world RPG, doing everything they can, working really hard, and making a really immersive storyline. Geralt's a fucking badass character. He's like the fantasy version of Metal Gear Solid, essentially. He looks the same,
I guess,
just his grey hair.
And beard growth.
And he's just badass, and like the combat's really fluid and awesome. I have a few niggles with it, which is why it's number 3. But I just love the world. The graphics are incredible. Check it out, Fallout, fuck's sakes. The Witcher 3 did it better with half the team.
Yeah. So how many hours have you sunk into it?
Not as many as I'd like.
Okay.
Again, freaking November, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, about 60 hours, I'd say.
Okay, so you're in the Yogscast Witcher charts. You're about
I'm up there.
Midway. Yeah.
I'm in there somewhere, but I'm not like die hard.
You're not approaching Rythian levels of Witcher 3. I think he's like 99 or something.
Not even Lewis levels, I don't think. I think he completed it. But yeah, I played The Witcher 2 on and off when my graphics card supported it, essentially, because it was one of those games that really like pushed the boundaries of graphics technology, and I kept going back. It's like, I will finish it, but again, this is why it's number 3. I have these moments where it's such a big undertaking. I don't think I'm cut out for big world RPGs
I know
anymore.
what you mean. You get like an anxiety about going back in because you're just like, I don't remember anything. I don't remember how to play this. I don't remember how the magic system works. Like, what was I doing?
Last time I did it, I binged until 5 a.m. and I can't remember what the fuck happened. It's like waking up with a hangover. It's like, shit, I've got to go back into that. But yeah, The Witcher is amazing. The characters, story, incredible. Good job, team. Project Red. I really like them. I went to their thing in Sterling and met the guys. I think I've got that kind of thing as well. I like the developers behind it. They have this whole ethos about open, non-DRM style. They've got good old games. GOG, they own that. It's just
they're pretty decent guys.
All power to them.
Okay.
And they made an amazing game on top of it.
Definitely. I mean, I've played 1 hour, and it's my kind of Christmas break game, so I can't wait to kind of dip back into that.
It's beautiful. It really is. I mean, you can just look around. That's kind of what I do now and again. Just find a really tall hill and just be like, oh, it's really nice. The trees all move.
Oh, you could just look out the window. Maybe.
No, fuck that shit. It's Bristol. You don't get open rolling hills and castles and shit.
Well, just outside of Bristol, actually, you do. Yeah.
Well, that big yellow thing.
Not that one. If you go the other way, there's like hills. And, I mean, you're next to Bath as well.
Kim, that involves me walking outside.
Fine.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I've
got so many games to play, Kim. I can't go outside.
So I'm going to look at artificial scenery instead.
Yeah, way better.
Right. Okay, so what is in at number 2?
Number 2, Rocket League.
Oh my God.
What? You can't judge me, Kim. This is my top 5.
It seems to me that Rocket League is the runaway hit for
really?
everyone in the Yogscast.
Oh, is everyone saying it?
Pretty much everyone has said Rocket League.
Oh, shit. It's one of those things that taps into the lizard part of your brain. It's like, I really like cars and hitting things into a goal.
Yeah.
And it does it so well. I think everyone else has probably said the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's simple,
Pretty
it's
much.
effective, it's cars with rockets, and there's a skill level to it. None of us can ever fucking acquire it.
No.
And it's got a Back to the Future car. Done.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2, done and dusted. Well, I don't think we really need to say anything more than that.
No.
Apart from that, I agree. Yeah.
Also, I'm probably the best in the office. Gonna say it. I'm laying down the gauntlet, Kim. If anyone wants to challenge me, I'm here.
Pretty bold claim, mate.
I thought you went. I thought you'd left. I thought you were like, what the fuck? This is it.
Yeah, this is it. I've got to
Trott's
leave the room.
gone too far.
Yeah, he's gone too far, man. Too far. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who would pick up that gauntlet.
Well, bring it on.
I think Zoe would actually take you on.
Oh,
at that.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. I said in office. I mean, not people outside.
Please don't put me against those. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's Rocket League at number 2. So, what is your number 1 game of 2015?
Again, this is probably going to be other people's top 5. Fallout 4. Sorry. I know I was slagging it off earlier with The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And fair enough, it's fucking old looking, and it needs an update, but it's still a good game, damn it. I really like it a lot. I'm playing it the most. Fuck Sean. I'm making a settlement. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm playing The Sims in Fallout 4 and I'm really enjoying it, Kim.
So that's interesting because everyone else who's talking about it has been talking about wandering the wastelands and all that. And every time I ask them about settlements, they're like, what? Settlements? What? So you're pretty much the only person in the Yogs who's actually paying attention to settlements.
Yeah, I am. And I go out, I get some wood and steel, and I come back with like 200 aluminium cans. I scrap it all and I make a fucking awesome base for myself.
I know what you mean. I like, because after like yesterday, recording with some people yesterday, I was like, I'm going to go play more Fallout. And I literally realized I spent 3 hours making settlements.
Yeah. It's amazing, though. And the fact that it's on PC as well, I found this non-collision thing where I can make the best base possible by clipping walls through each other. I've gone that far, Kim.
Yeah?
I'm that far gone.
Okay.
I've tweeted about it because I was so proud about my little power suit base. The fact that I managed to get those curved metal things inside a wooden... it's amazing. I love that shit. And it's got everything I need. And I used to hate Fallout, right?
Really?
I used to hate it.
Okay.
I tried Fallout 3 when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was a massive Oblivion fanboy and Morrowind fanboy. So I was like, Wasteland, Apocalypse, this is dingy and horrible. I know you've seen this before, right? People that are either fantasy-based or post-apocalyptic based, right?
Yeah.
And I was firmly in the fantasy camp at that point. Mm-hmm. But recently, I went back and it's like, fuck this. Fallout 4's coming out. I'm going to get into it, like really get into it and try it. And I put tons of mods on because it's a really old game. 2008, if you remember.
Yes, so old. Like,
so old, man.
Really old.
Like I was a bait. No, I wasn't a bait. But yeah, I had tons of mods. I managed to find a mod that combines Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
Okay.
So you can literally traverse both worlds with one character.
Wow.
And like tons of shaders and shit like that. And I got really into it. I was like, shit, yeah. You know what?
Awesome.
Post-apocalyptic is fucking great. I love Mad Max. This is working for me. So yeah, I got really into it in the past 5 months, I'd say. And now I'm really a big Fallout fan.
Even though all you're doing is staying at home base and tweaking with your little walls and stuff
I'm
like
just
that.
putting wires everywhere. I have a really nice, efficient
suck the wires. Those things can go F themselves. Like, Jesus. Like, those things are driving me to an assisted suicide. Like, I cannot stand
just trying to put lights
wiring
up.
stuff. Putting up lights in Fallout 4 can go... Ugh.
I hope you're using conduits.
Oh, shut up.
Because if you're using conduits, you don't have to put wires on everything. Everything nearby lights up.
I hate you.
There you go. If you need tips, maybe I should have a whole fucking separate YouTube channel.
Yeah, you should do that.
Solomon Tips with Chris Trott. Today, the best kind of furniture to go in your bedroom.
Do you know what? I would actually watch it because like I'm struggling with my home decor. Like I'm just,
You should see my bedroom. It's incredible.
Is that an offer?
It's totally. Come on in. There's no clipped walls. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the thing that I'm proud of is I made like a kind of power armor warehouse type thing with a bobblehead stand and a magazine rack.
Nice.
But it's pretty basic. Like,
I mean, you'd never
like
put
yours.
a bobblehead stand in your parachute base. I mean, gotta have separate places for that. My God.
Well, it's just because I haven't found that many power suits yet, so I'm not. It's quite empty. So I was like, I'm gonna put things that I value in there. Dog meat's in there as well, in a little dog house.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, we spend all our time with these settlements,
Yeah.
but we don't actually go out into the real world to collect stuff to put in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, the rest of the game is really boring. Like, this game's really frustrating. And I'm like, wait, no, I need to just leave the settlement.
That's it.
And go out into the wilderness.
That's it. Like, because I actually do wince at some of the main story bits because of the stilted animations, the dodgy characters.
There's super mutants that just blow people up halfway through a conversation.
Who was that? So annoying. And
I found a super mutant orders, like a piece of paper with super mutant orders on it.
Yeah.
And it just said, loot, kill,
Return.
repeat. Yeah, return. Yeah. It's like, oh, brilliant bit of writing there.
I really like the little additions there to the world, but the main story is just... It's a good story, but the Gamebryo engine just can't tell it very well anymore. It's such an old engine. Just make a new one, for fuck's sakes. Stop flogging this dead donkey. What is this?
I'll be honest, I don't even know what the main story is because I'm so lost in all the kind of quests and just wandering out and like getting distracted by other things. I don't even know what the main story is anymore.
Do you remember that you had a child?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, apparently I've got a son I've got to really look for.
Yeah.
Ah, no, I fucking build a house.
Yeah.
I built a house with nice power suit.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's some super mutants over there. What are they up to? Oh my God, a quarry! I'm gonna have to empty the quarry, guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No.
I just build a wall.
Yeah.
Pretend they're not there. That's the way to do it.
Just
So, yeah.
as in real life.
Yeah.
Right. So that is your top 5 of 2015. So in at number 5 is Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and I never get the title of that game right.
You got it right.
I got it right. Okay, there we go. And then in at number 4 is Metal Gear Solid 5. 3 is The Witcher 3. 2 is Rocket League, and number 1 is Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So pretty AAA year, apart from, I guess, Rocket League and...
I've got some that didn't
Keep
make
talking.
the cut.
Like what?
Mortal Kombat 10.
I didn't even know that came out this year.
Yeah, that came out really early this year.
You're a Mortal Kombat fan.
Well,
Mortal Kombat!
Well, it's one of those things where you're like, I really like the fighting games. They're cool, and you play it with your mates for like a day, and then you're bored of it. But
Yeah.
it was a really well-made game. I played Fallout. No, not fuck. Oh shit. Mortal Kombat as a kid.
Yeah.
You always got it when you're under the age rating. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
definitely,
blood and
definitely.
gore. So Mortal Kombat X, good. Divinity: Original Sin.
Ooh, okay.
I play that a lot with my girlfriend, and it's actually a really good game.
Yeah.
Really awesome, really funny, and I love the mechanics. Pillars of Eternity did a similar thing where they're like kind of going back to old school,
Yeah.
like top-down style. I think Divinity: Original Sin does it the best,
Okay.
and it's got a cool graphics engine and stuff like that, and the combat is really cool. So that's in there. That was a struggle not to get into the top 5, actually. That one.
You could have taken Rocket League out.
I could have. I
Yeah.
probably should have, because it would have made a more interesting top 5. Battlefront, I think nothing needs to be said about that. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll probably enjoy Battlefront and all its amazing vistas and sound. And Cities Skylines.
Okay.
I don't think that came out this year, but it's the thing that we've been playing a lot this year. And it's really nice. Again, it's the whole settlement thing. I like
Yeah.
building things and just putting people in there and then destroying their lives by really hiking up the taxes.
Wow, I would not have thought
Sadistic.
you would be an
Yeah, I'm
evil
sadistic.
dictator.
Also, Kim,
Yeah?
go out and get loads of sequin dresses in Fallout
Uh-huh.
and put it on all the guys in your settlement. That's what I've done.
Really?
Yeah,
What,
I dress
why?
them up. I dress them up with all the costumes because you can't have mannequins to display all your awesome costumes you find. So I put them on all my settlers. So I dress them up in nice sequin dresses or tuxedos.
I imagine it'll be very confusing
Or
if
the
they get
Grog Knight
attacked by raiders. They'd be
It's
like,
what the fuck is this? This is a film set.
Party town!
Yeah. So that's another tip for you. Once I make my YouTube channel about settlements and me,
Uh-huh.
but until then you just get these little tidbits.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go do that now.
Great.
Thanks.
There you go, Kim. That's my top 5
Thank
with
you
extras as
very
well. Bonus.
much. With bonus tips
Yeah.
and honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Trott. And
It's
I'll
all right.
see you guys next time.
Bye.